Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your questions out of the chat. So I try to go for 12 questions. I have my questions for today. And just put your questions in before I come on, and I will read on the collective energy. That's really what I'm doing here. Just going to see what insights we can get. It is never 100% accurate. That's not how this works. But it's amazing the insights we can get, and also this is a spiritual practice for me. So join me. All right, 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. It is an ongoing thing. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. The questions are all listed out there, and I timestamp them as I go. So on any of the live streams, you can just come in, pick and choose, little this, little that, and get in, get out. But do come by the live itself. I like to give you guys credit. This is very much a hangout kind of live stream, and I share the. You guys are funny. You're funny. You're smart. And I like you. Anyway, I'm sure I'm missing something else. We have epic troll slayers. Thank you. All right. Revolution Ricky and the star of the show, the inspiration behind Nat King Cole's song Mona Lisa, Boo Boo Zen Kitty. Yes, but he's not in here right now. There was just, everybody's fine, but there was some stuff going on in the middle of the night, and the cats are just exhausted, and he's just like, if he's in here, he was trying to get my attention constantly, and then I held him for a long time, and that seemed to be happier, but now he's just like, I don't want any noise. So, but everybody's fine. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right. See, I'm trying, the reason that, if you're new around here, the reason that I do the whole overlays and backgrounds and I try to raise the, normally I do nails as well, I try to raise the vibration level up as high as possible, is because we go down, this is a news channel, basically, and we're diving down into the energetic muck. And it's nasty. It's horrible. And this morning, Raw Story has we're going to start at 3 minutes in with Raw Story. Oh dear, great Gussie. Trump's CPAC speech. Okay, let's share, shall we? Sorry about the ads here, but anyway. Trump's speech. He rambled for 108 minutes in a CPAC speech filled with, quote unquote, unapologetic fascism. So it's a day ending in Y? Doesn't he normally? Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Thank you, Linda. So, yeah, but there's something one of the things I skimmed through this. I know one of the things he said, we have to talk about it, or I have to share it, because so Trump was awful. He starts in. He talked for nearly 2 hours in his closing address at the CPAC summit in Dallas. Look at those little tiny hands. Anyway, no, I don't care about the tiny hands. I just like to push his buttons. Anyway, in Trump's view, America has been destroyed in the 18 months since he left office with out of control crime, inflation, oddly enough, unemployment, which is down, which Trump estimates is 3 times the official number. He took the stage to the song God Bless the USA, began thanking the proud patriots in attendance. And he was proud to, now this is the kicker, he was proud to be joined by Representative Ronnie Jackson, who was his White House surgeon. He was an admiral, a doctor, now he's a congressman, Trump noted, saying he asked him which was the best. Trump said, and he sort of indicated doctor, because he loved to look at my body. It was so strong and powerful, Trump said. I want the video clip of this. Look at my body. It was so strong and powerful. Oh my gosh, that's classic. I know you guys are grossed out, but oh my gosh, I thought that was so funny. Oh. Then he introduced Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, and Marjorie Taylor Greene. At that point, I'm thinking, just you've almost got enough negative energy in one little area that I'm surprised that this plane of existence didn't just like open up and they like sunk down into the more compacted, energetically compacted levels below. I guess that wasn't enough to quite bend reality, but it came close, I'm sure. So Trump is up there with Gaetz, Boebert, and MTG. Kevin Brazil says they were all sitting together. Sweet Sugar Jones saying spontaneously combust from pants on fire. Anne is saying the trifecta of ick. Yeah. Oh, Renier, I have to turn the volume down. I can't listen to narcissistic idiot comments. Oh, but we're poking fun. For what it's worth, we're poking fun. There's some joy in that because these people, he's so awful. Okay. This is no time for complacency, Trump warned. We have to seize this opportunity to deal with the radical left, socialist, lunatic, fanatics, blah, blah, blah. Where's my ketchup? We have to hit them very, very hard. This won't get me in any legal trouble, will it? I'm sure it won't. It has to be a crippling defeat. Let's all walk down to we're in Dallas. We can't do that. He went on to complain about Manchin and Sinema for supporting the Inflation Reduction Act. It passed a procedural vote after Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote while Trump was speaking, resulting in harsh words for GOP leader Mitch McConnell. But McConnell is the most unpopular politician in the country, even more so than crazy Nancy Pelosi, and something has to be done. Don't get your girdle in a twist. I mean, seriously. You can't go down a ramp. What are you going to do? Oh, gosh. This is just classic. Trump said Biden surrendered our strength and our everything in Afghanistan. They surrendered our dignity. You did that for us. You did that in spades. Michael Hardy, senior editor of the Texas Monthly, was one of the local journalists covering the speech. He said the line had echoes of a Nazi stab in the back theory of losing World War I. And Trump, the streets of our Democratic-run cities are drenched in the blood of innocent victims. Bullets killing beautiful little children. Carjackers lay in wait like predators. You don't even know basic grammar. They wouldn't lay in wait. That is the wrong form. They would lie in wait. But you are a moron, a fascist. You are the walking embodiment of all 7 deadly sins. And I do not hate you because you're not even worth that. Trump went on saying we need courage to say what needs to be said and do what needs to be done. Hardy said it's a rallying cry for street violence and worse. Trump went on to call for a military takeover of San Francisco, New York, Chicago, and Portland. So this idiot is, let me share my screen here. He's calling for another insurrection. Why, you don't have enough legal liability so far? Paging Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland, please report to wherever Donald Trump is and have him arrested for crimes against the United States. Merrick Garland, please report to wherever Donald Trump is. Thank you. So, T. Jones, I barf in his general direction. All right. Mel Broussard, Merrick Garland, clean up on aisle 6. Oh, clean up on aisle 45. Merrick Garland, clean up on aisle 45. Please bring a big bucket. Oh, Kristen found the video. Trump saying Ronnie Jackson loved looking at my body. Oh my gosh, you're so pathetic. Thank you, Kristen. Oh my gosh. So, how is fascism Saturday? How did fascism Saturday? How did that land? Legal liability? Anybody? Oh, he's digging his own legal grave. The evidence is all there. And yeah, he is absolutely hoping to create another insurrection. I'm not kidding. He's serious. He is vile. He's a buffoon. Biden will not stand by and let this happen. We do not need to worry. But he's serious. He's not kidding. He's not exaggerating. He still thinks everybody in my base still loves me. They'll do anything I ask. No other president has been able to do what I've done. I have trouble speaking because I've probably destroyed the inside of my nose. Anyway. That's a point, Kevin. Was this the 3rd or 4th CPAC of lies this year? Like that. Not listening to reality. The worst of the supremacists who have the most will to do something about Trump's stupidity, to act on Trump's orders, they actually are in prison. Seriously. The wind has been taken out of their horrible little sails. Ricky says, this is the only gift for our temper tantrum Trump. A tiny violin. Oh, that reminds me. Did I tell you? I got a deck of cards, specially for Trump. If we want to read on his ethics, or we want to read on his decency, his patriotism, anything like that, I got this cute little. I put on my wish list, and someone got this for me. There wasn't anything with it. So anyway, let's read on Donald Trump's patriotism, shall we? Okay. Get these out. Donald Trump's patriotism. I'm guessing that he actually has, well, let's see, is he really trying to start another insurrection? Oh, I thought these were all the right side. Some of these might be upside down. Okay, hang on. All right, let me see. Take me a minute here. So we're reading on Donald Trump's decency and patriotism. You need a magnifying glass, seriously. All right, so Donald Trump's patriotism, actual patriotism. Does he actually want another insurrection? I should get some tweezers. Okay. I'll see if I can get these back in the little container. All right. All right, some of these are upside down. When I shuffled them, it was basically putting them in a big pile, mixing them up. Okay. You guys are funny. Oh, yeah, I did swirl them around on the desk. Okay, so Donald Trump's patriotism. It starts with the six of... Here, let me close this for now. It starts with the six of wands reversed. So, yeah, his victory wasn't a victory because the official salute, our official salute to Trump, you are a loser. But he still has a high priestess. He still has secrets and plans. Center of the reading, the Wheel of Fortune. Please, you're not... No. World card reversed. You're not getting the world. You blew it. The final card is the Six of Swords reversed. You're not leading an insurrection. You're not. That's not happening. And the card for the reading is the Seven of Swords reversed, which is you're not going to be able to steal. Not happening. You big idiot. So his narcissistic little rant is as laughable, pathetic, and pointless as you might think. Now, let's see here. Is anybody else going to take this seriously? Let's have a look. Is anybody else going to take this garbage seriously? We're going to have to deal with idiot people listening to his rallying cry. He's like a baby bird. Just give me attention, give me attention, give me attention. Nobody's paying attention to me. Give me attention, give me attention. Everybody should be mad. Is anybody going to listen to this garbage? No, not really. Yeah. Linda Sue, no, stealing, the end of the world. It's the end of the world as he knows it, and I feel fine. Yeah. So we are disappointed that he's still there, but honestly, everything he's doing is so shaky. Voters are going to go out, and women voters specifically have no patience with this and what's being done to our rights. People who are LGBTQ plus people are fed up with what's being done. I mean, anybody with a heart or empathy or actual patriotism who wants the best for everybody in the country. Whatever he tries, we are going to rain on his parade. Leslie Siemens, no, he wasn't. He was nobody back then. He was not important enough to be for the world leaders to go to him to help with big secret things. So he's trying to be a bully, but he's very small. This isn't even a king, it's just a page. Just a bully. And it ends in the justice card. So he can he can take his big strong body and he can sit down. Sit down, man. Kathy Delisle's comments. Hang on. I can't say that on camera. But all right. So Eileen, can we rain on to Satan also? It's a real possibility. So we've talked about this for quite a while now. On Trump's patriotism is anybody listening to this garbage? Yeah. So anyway, let me excuse me. 22 minutes in, this question is holy gaslighting, Orange Man. Trump claims that the January 6th riots and plot against Gretchen Whitmer were fake during his CPAC speech. Will his followers start experiencing collective amnesia? So the plot against Whitmer, but he's claiming the January 6th riots were fake? Hang on. Oh, Google. Great Google, we beseech thee for information. Trump says January 6th riots were fake? Independent, Co-UK. All right, let's have a quick look at this. Stop screen. Share. All right, so Trump claims the January 6th riots and plot against Gretchen Whitmer were fake. What? What? Okay, this is, oh boy, yikes. Yeah, there are other people saying he's wearing a toupee. I don't care. When I read on it yesterday, I got, nobody cares. Excuse me, sorry. So, yeah. Oh, I'd have to register to keep reading. Donald Trump claimed during his conservative political action conference speech on Saturday that the January 6th riots at the U.S. Capitol and the alleged 2020 right-wing militia scheme to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer were both fake government plots. The sting, Trump said, the sting that they did involving Gretchen Whitmer was fake, just like those who instigated January 6th. It was a fake deal. Fake. And you would know all about fake. So, really? Okay, we're not surprised. But, oh, man. Okay, so will his followers start being a January 6th deniers? It never happened. Someone else instigated it. Is anybody listening to this jerk? Yeah, there are definitely some people listening. Yeah, but if they try anything, they can work themselves up. They can get howling at the moon upset. They can, we're gonna do the thing until you can't, because law enforcement's gonna be all over you, or the military, or whomever else. This is part of Trump's plan. It's the card of the plan. Part of the reading is the card of making plans. Biden's in the Democrats have control over Congress. Well, they have control over Congress. They decide who's chairing the committees. They decide what's coming to the floor. President Biden is in office. Vice President Kamala Harris is in office. January 6th committee is moving forward. Many of the insurrectionists are in prison. And did I mention the unemployment rate is really low? And there's an infrastructure bill already that passed, and now we're going to get more good things because Joe Biden's our president. Yeah, go suck on that egg. Queen of Pentacles, the Republicans. Oh, he thinks the rhinos. He thinks establishment Republicans. Anyone who's Republican who's against him is a rhino, and so he's angry. But he can't sue everybody like he used to in New York. And anybody who tries something, it's not going to end well for them. It's really not. Polly One is asking, has Trump normalized his hair? No, it's just he's just so awful. It's like making fun of Hitler's mustache. There's a reason it hasn't been popular since. Oh, excuse me. Pamela is saying that gas in Maryland today is $3.89. That's better. Pamela Bryant, more jobs, more jobs. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, yeah, he's a blowhard. C. Tarina says if his lips are moving, he's lying. Yeah, he's pathetic. He's pathetic. And he lost. That's it. That's simple. All right, at 28:45. Okay, hang on. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that. Ricky says, it looks like two porcupines had a knitting contest on Trump's head, and that was the final result. Those are exactly the kind of put downs I like. I think are perfectly wonderful. Thank you. So actually the question is here. Trump warned there's no time for complacency. We have to seize this opportunity to deal with the radical left, socialist, lunatic fascists. We have to hit them very, very hard. It has to be a crippling defeat. Trump rambled for 108 minutes in a CPAC speech that was filled with unapologetic fascism. Is His Orangeness dog whistling for more violence? Okay, we kind of covered this, but let's, we asked, as it wouldn't work, but Is this something he can be legally held? Will this legally hurt him? Let's ask that. Put in, will this legally hurt him? Let's see. Will this legally hurt him? This is interesting. What I'm not getting the judicial system. The card for the reading are his bag of nuts, his lunatic fringe followers. Other people, it's Met Magician isn't him. Other people standing up. Queen of Wands, inspiring, trying to inspire violence. Queen of Cups feels like Kamala Harris. There's the government's in the center. So he's inciting violence against the government. There's a card of decisions, and then there's the Chariot. Yes, this is going to be held against him. A Chariot is it's not just justice, it's a big showy justice. Knight of Pentacles. There are also some money issues. Let's see if I can find any more. So Trump keeps running his mouth. Let me see what else I can get. Because he hasn't stopped. Chariot, this time the Chariot's right in the middle. It's like, hello. I told you, big, showy, coming for Trump. It feels like every camera in the world pointed at him. Because he just keeps going. What's the first thing a lawyer will tell you in any kind of criminal matter? Close your mouth. No? There is a legitimate government in place, and he's still calling for garbage. And there is a ton of evidence, things he's said, things he's done. I wonder if somebody's following the money. But we're still back to this Chariot card. And the man, I love in this deck. I know he's not, but every time I look at this card, it looks like he's standing in a block of cement. I would have added maybe some shading or something. And I love these cards, but yeah, he's standing in a block of cement. He is just, yeah. Rule of holes, Trump. When you're in one, quit digging. But he doesn't see that. Yeah. The election was stolen from me. I'm so big and important. Ronnie Jackson like looking at my big, powerful body. All right, 34. Glenn Kirschner. Bless you, sir. Out there fighting a good fight. Your tagline might tone it down just a little. I was watching him earlier this morning, and at the end, he's got that dramatic pause. It really stretched. It was because justice matters. Okay, you're fighting the good fight, and I'll give you this, but don't try not to be an SNL skit, really. Yes, and cement with wheels. Right, Hawley and friends. He thinks because he doesn't use email or text, there's no evidence. He's about to find out he's wrong. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. But we love Glenn Kirschner. Anyway, 30, let's make it 35. Glenn Kirschner predicts that Mark Meadows will rat Trump, I'm guessing that's out, in the DOJ January 6th probe. Yeah, because it says here, rat Trump rut. I wonder if there was a typo in the headline. So Glenn Kirschner was talking about how apparently, correct me if I'm wrong, but Donald Trump has been told to stop talking to Mark Meadows. Really? You don't say. So, Mark Meadows, are you ratting out your former boss to save your pathetic hide? Mark Meadows, a man. Oh wait, do I not have it in here? Okay, I don't have it. I don't have mine with me, but this will. Yeah, this will do. A man with his phone. A man of courage. Mark Meadows, man of courage. Yeah. Have you turned on your former boss? Oh boy. Oh, slam dunk. Done. Done. Oh my gosh. Meadows, he saw so much. Oh wow. He saw so much. He witnessed so much. And he was just considered, glorified staff to Trump because Trump's a narcissist. The corruption right in the center. At the base of this are just all of these investigations. It's like a whole bunch of them. Above is Democrats and people who know what a danger Trump is coming together against his fascist garbage. If Meadows is turned, he's the star witness. Home environment. There's little Trumpy the man. Not a president, not an emperor. Just a guy, and a particularly rotten one at that. What other people see. And final outcome, America. Actual America, actual patriotism, actual pride in our country. We're going to see it all, and yeah. Meadows has flipped like a pancake. Pamela Bryant says, many readers have said he is the one going behind bars. Oh, well, let's ask. 39. Is Meadows going to prison? Let's ask. Depends how much stuff he gives up. Depends how much he's willing to spill. If he fully, and I mean fully, cooperates with everything, absolutely everything, he might be okay. Because they've come for him. The DOJ, they're all over Meadows. Yeah. he knows about the links to white supremacy. Ugh. Sorry, the concept is so gross and idiotic. Three of Swords, the planning for the insurrection. If Meadows turns over everything, he's willing to testify. Right here, he's really on the defensive. He's trying to save his own skin. Then we have Biden's DOJ. Do not underestimate Democrats. We are very live and let live, trying to save the planet, make it possible for others to live in the future. Usually, we're not super aggressive, get in your face, but oh boy, if you make it that we don't have a choice. Ace of Pentacles. He hands over the brass ring. That's what I've got. This is Meadows flip. That's that. There's nothing subtle about this. So Heather Formosa says either he'll flip or he'll be the fall guy. Is he going to prison? And oh, hang on, where am I? At 41:45. 41:45. Will Meadows be the fall guy? Oh, and by the way, Alex Jones, he was initially, he has to turn over $4 million, and then there was an additional, was it $48 million? And this is only the first of, there are at least 2 other court cases in other states. So you'd think he'd be done. I don't think there are any questions here on him, but someone has donated $8 million to Alex Jones in Bitcoin anonymously. I don't get it. Do you know how much good you could do with $8 million? If you had $8 million in Bitcoin and you just converted it to cash and you gave that to Feeding America, do you know how much suffering you would alleviate? Go give it to St. Jude. I don't get it. UNICEF? Do you know what UNICEF could do with $8 million? But no, give it to Alex Jones. Wow. Okay, anyway. 43:30. I was asking 43:30. Will Meadows be the fall guy? 43:30. Whew. Polly Wanda says Trump is up the creek without a waddle. Oh no, he's got plenty of waddle. Will Mark Meadows be the fall guy? Oh, please. Anybody with half a brain. Then again, look who we're dealing with. They're going to try. But he's handed over evidence. He handed over a bunch of evidence to the January 6th committee before he decided he wasn't going to work with them anymore. But he turned over quite a bit. And this feels like turning over. He has a lot, he has even more. The evidence all laid out. Here you go. And right now, I think he has, what I pick up is I think he has flipped. And now he's just trying to lay low and not answer his phone and not talk to any of these people, unless I'm mistaken. You know, maybe he's out there. Maybe he was at CPAC. I don't know. You tell me. But this feels like he's trying to keep away. Ricky is saying $8 million to the American Cancer Society would help a lot of people. Yeah, would do a lot of good. And you give it to Alex Jones? Ugh. Pamela Bryant, good point. Mark Meadows better start talking before they really dig deep into Alex Jones's phone. Yep. Because here's that chariot again. Card of the day. Big, showy, getting hints of, I was just reminded of when the January 6th committee comes back in September. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mark Meadows has the stuff. He's got the goods. And as long as he is turning it over, they're not going to go after him. They will go elsewhere. But take the money, Toombs. I know it's a very obscure Riddick quote, but take the money, Toombs. He was down in the pit, and the bounty hunter who brought him in, he's just looking up at the bounty hunter. The bounty hunter starts arguing with the prison warden for a bigger fee, and she's like, take the money, just take the money. And it turns into a huge firefight. He's like, take the money. So yeah, Meadows, I'm telling you, do it. Turn over the stuff. Actually, he's already turned over some stuff to the government. He doesn't have everything, but he's got a lot. So, okay. Trump's Save America PAC is what we're reading on at 47 minutes. 47 minutes. Trump's Save America PAC, which he launched after the 2020 presidential election to challenge the results and raise money for candidates he supports. Wow, that's a run-on sentence. Trump's Save America PAC paid $60,000 to a fashion designer who styled Melania Trump, according to FEC filings, under the heading of strategy consulting. The FEC forbids candidate PACs from spending money on personal items, but Save America is a leadership PAC which has fewer restrictions. Will anything be done about it? Don't do it again. I mean, they at least over here it starts with they're actually going after him for various things. He's done so much. There reaches a point where there really are so many charges against this man from so many different directions that it's like, okay, how many hours are in the day? And showing strength. These are the legal decisions this is the card of decisions, and then this is the corrupt decisions. He thinks he can get away with whatever he wants, and it'll be a don't do it again. I don't know. I mean, these are major arcana, but there's so much else. Sometimes it's hard to pull out specific cases. Let's see what else I can get. There's 3 cards. Trump, are you going to be this for misuse of super PAC, your leadership PAC funds? Be legal trouble for misuse of those funds. There are fewer, as it says, there are fewer restrictions. I'm not getting much here. If anything, this isn't the only thing he did. If they go after him, there's so much else is what I'm getting. So Cat Shepherd says $8 million would house a lot of the homeless. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Donna had a question. 50 minutes in, 50:15. Very good question. You guys have very good questions. 50. Will citizens ever initiate a class action lawsuit against Trump for inciting the insurrection and damage to our capital that taxpayers had to pay for? That's an interesting thought. Class action lawsuit. Well, there's Trump and everything he did, which there are people who died that day. Queen of Cups. It feels like the government continuing to go after him. Yeah, I don't have the card for America here. I don't have the card for... I've got disappointment. There may be some legal reason it can't be done. I'm not sure, but I like the idea. I've got, yeah, there's something here. It's not quite, I don't know what it would be legally. I don't know why not, but I'm not getting anything on that. Shame. But, you know, I could be very wrong. And when it comes to, you know me, when it comes to people being hurt or people being brought to justice, if I'm wrong, please, please. My ego is, I would cash in my ego to see Trump brought to justice in a heartbeat. Mea culpa. If that's what brings actual courtroom justice to Donald Trump, mea culpa. Anyway. All right. At 52:45, Steve had a question. 52:45. Okay. Will the impact of the... Okay. I try to limit my use of the A word because it can be triggering to some people. But this is what I'm reading on. Will the impact of these bans flip state legislatures blue, especially in light of the Kansas vote? Yes, please. So will these bans flip state legislatures blue? Yes and no. Don't get your hopes up. We will see absolute judgment, but there's some disappointment here. Oh, wait, no, this feels better. That's the right being disappointed, where they were trying to kick these things down, but it's backfiring at them. Oh, I was wrong. Yeah, the energy on this now that I'm looking carefully at this card. Oh, home environment. You have betrayed us, say women. Democrats getting the unemployment numbers down, getting infrastructure passed. Very little drama in Washington, D.C. A president who doesn't embarrass us, who doesn't take Russia's side against our everything. The base of it are these draconian legal rulings and laws, and where what's hanging above it is the extremism of it. And Republicans, they think this is their way forward. That's the women of America, and it's like they're trying to stamp us in so that we're all meek, obedient Republican women who sorry, that's my bread maker in the background. It wants me to take the paddle out of the bread. The women, it's like you will all be part of the Christo-fascist regime. It's like, no, we're not. That ain't happening. Yeah, this is going to push things blue. Good. Whew. I saw that judgment, and I saw that the disappointment card. I was worried. It was like, oh, that doesn't look good. But the energy is much better than I feared. Yay. Good. Leah Backman, exactly. We are women, hear us roar, in numbers too big to ignore, right to the voting booth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I was actually just using just now is I got these postcards because I wanted good copies of these images so I could put them in covers and whatnot going forward. And this is about suffrage, but it's still about women voting, about women's power. So these are women voting. Oops. Okay, I guess they're going this way. Votes for women. Votes for women. It started on the West Coast and it moved east. Whoops. Justice demands the vote. I think that's very applicable right now. Justice demands the vote. Yeah. Pamela says, no, Maryland's last day for voter registration is October 18th. Okay, definitely keep that in mind. Oh. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Sweet Sugar Jones. Okay, let's go on. At 58:30, Lindsey Graham. Lindsey. Haven't read on you in a while. Haven't missed it much either. Oh, and of course, what he's been up to is unconscionable, but it's Lindsey Graham. So what do you expect? I mean, really. Hang on a second. I've got to make some space. I can't save the timestamps. Let me just get rid of this so I can at least save the timestamps. Okay. All right, here we go. It's like 59:15 now. Okay. Lindsey Graham, that rancid mint julep, moved to strike the $35 monthly cap on insulin copays from a proposed Democratic bill, arguing it violates the rules of reconciliation. Republicans Cassidy, Collins, Hawley, Hyde Smith, Kennedy, Murkowski, and Sullivan are pushing for it to be included. Is this perhaps Graham losing touch with his own party, out of step, or, just generally being a jerk? Let's see here. Lindsey. So no cap on the price of the copay for insulin. And people vote for these cruel blankety blanks. So Lindsey Graham. Yeah, somebody's listening to lobbyists in the far right. There have been, who was it? Didn't somebody? No, it was EpiPens. Someone jacked up the price on those. Yeah, that's garbage. But there's all kind of legal stuff. People need this. People could have happy lives, happy families. And you take it away, and there is immense suffering. Graham is clueless. This man is so out of touch with what it's like to live in the real world. Completely. Oh, Kevin Brazil, Scarelli. Oh, yeah. But people are strong. His voters, people voting against their own interests. It's like they're just focused on this little narrow thing, and they have no ability to see. They have no peripheral vision. And he's lying. He is out of touch. He is in some kind. How long has he been in office? He has no idea what it's like to be struggling, to be horribly ill and have little or no insurance. He's got income, he's got influence, he's got investments, he's got great health insurance. He's just awful. This is a terrible idea. Come on, people. You're really going to keep voting for him? Really? Was he involved in January 6th? He thinks he's fine, sitting pretty, but I've got a big old Knight of Swords here. So things may not be perfect in future Graham land, but right now, yeah, he's just sitting there. Okay. All right. That's just depressing. All right. Kevin has a really interesting question here at 103.30. Roger Stone called for Alex Jones to receive donations after he was ordered to pay $45.2 million in the Sandy Hook verdict. What does Roger Stone think Alex needs help? What does Roger think Alex needs help remembering where his multiple offshore bank accounts are located? I love that. That was good. Alex Jones. Let's ask about. Okay. First, let's ask about. That was good. Alex Jones's hidden money. Will that come to light? And then will donations cover Jones's debts, including what he's being ordered to pay? So will Well, it's shown as money, hidden money, come to light. Why, yes. Why, yes, it will. There's justice. And there's the hangman and all the coins falling out of his pockets as he's hoisted, metaphorically, up by the ankle. Yeah. That is a big chunk of money in a very quiet place. But he is being quieted down. And there are more cases to come. And he cannot bluster and be scattered and dominate the conversation in court like he thought he could. It did not dawn on this man that he could not walk into court and act like he does on his show. Sorry, allergies are killing me today. But I've got a justice card right next to hangman at the end. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. And 107. Will donations cover Alex Jones's debts? Sorry, just trying to make space for more. There's so many good questions. I run out of space. There we go. At 107:30. There we go. Okay. Alpha Volpe about Lindsey Graham says, because Lindsey lost both parents together, and had to help raise his younger sister as a young teen, he does get it, but the extreme right South Carolina has been trying to kick him out for years. That makes it even worse. That at one point he did understand, but he's so far beyond. Right now, I'm sorry, but even just energetically, but I don't even think energetically. You can just know by his actions, and you don't need to talk to somebody who reads this stuff as a spiritual practice. He keeps his head somewhere where there isn't a whole lot of daylight and a whole lot of sunshine. He's not aware of the reality. Maybe he chooses not to be, but he's just blocked it. Okay, sorry. 108:45. Will donations cover Alex Jones's debts? Because some anonymous person donated $8 million in Bitcoin to him. 8 million to Alex Jones. Not to a charity. No. Alex Jones. So are the debts going to cover Jones's? No. I mean, right up front, he got a chunk of money, but people see him as, hey, you've got money. You make money. In reality, this is going to hurt him financially. Good. His little cruel far-right little empire that he's built on the backs of people suffering, he will have sleepless nights. He will have money worries. He will get what he deserves. Yeah, donations look good now, but it's not going to cover it all, and it's not going to continue. Oh, Sweet Sugar Jones, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. 11015. Jones's lawyers. You know he's going to sue his lawyers. Jones's lawyer could face consequences for the phone record release. Will he lose his license? Will Jones's lawyer lose his license? Jones's lawyer loses license. He's got a rocky road ahead of him. Yeah, this is him. That's legally him being in pretty hot water, but he's still sitting pretty. So being in hot water might be, maybe it's just more of a blast on his reputation. It's not necessarily his license being taken away. There's a whole lot of wands here. I'm guessing this person, and I think I've read on the kind of cases this person has taken on in the past, and they tend to be people like Alex Jones. Queen of Wands, lovers. No, that's keeping on. What about Alex Jones' suit? 112. But by the way, the energy on that is not strong. So some of these other things I've read on, the energy is really strong. Like, wow, this is more likely. But Anne says Jones's ex-wife has subpoenaed the phone texts. Yes. Oh, Alex Jones's wife has subpoenaed his phone texts. Will she be able to use them against him in court? Will she be able to successfully use them against him in court? Thank you, Anne. Jones's ex-wife. Is it Kelly? Was that his ex-wife? Or is she the new wife? I can't remember. Jones's ex-wife. Gimme. Yes. Oh my gosh. They were together, of course. Refusal. He refused to give over all kind of documents. She did the best she could. And then she was just stuck. But now the sword of truth has arrived. Yay. Oh, there's stuff on there she can use. Oh, yeah. But you better hurry. You better try to get some money from him while you can. Yeah, you get your lawyers moving. You get things moving because he's declaring bankruptcy. He's going to play all kind of games. Will she actually get money from this before he plays too many games? Act quickly. That's all I'm getting. He's the idiot in the middle. And Knight of Swords, legally act very, very quickly because this fool has got his tower moment coming. Moments, plural, coming. Act quickly. So that's all I'm getting there. But oh man, that was glorious. And then at 1:15, I was going to ask, will Alex Jones successfully sue his lawyer, apostrophe S, close apostrophe, for 40 plus million dollars, which it could also help a whole lot of people. Anne says he owes her over $600,000 and he hasn't paid. Oh, hurry. Okay, well, so of course Alex Jones is going to try suing his lawyer. I think he's already gone. Didn't he go on his it was in front of the courtroom and he went on a rant against his lawyers or something? Or was that on his show? He thinks that he'll be able to recoup money. He'll be able to, if he can get a legal verdict against his lawyer, then he can more likely go appeal the verdicts or try to get the phone text of phone information, that information suppressed. He wants to kill the use of that information that was turned over. So, I mean, he's furious. So that decision. And of course, he thinks he can bully his way through it. But the reality is that information, the judge refused to seal that evidence. So the DOJ is getting it. The January 6th committee is getting it. His ex-wife is getting it. They're all lining, yes, please. I'll take some. Thank you. And it is going to cause him no end of stress. So I'm not really getting, I'm getting he's angry, and I'm getting this is going to hurt him. That's his lawyer. Temperance, Queen of Cups. I still get there was one or more people in that lawyer's office who really didn't like Alex Jones. He really got on their bad side, is what it feels like. A fool, insult to injury, lack of money. No, the fool is Jones. More insult to injury, and he's just gonna hemorrhage money. Good. Yay. Come on. Let's get the ex-wife in there though, to get some child support and then we make sure that the families are paid before he needs to hurry up before he plays fast and loose and tries to hide money, and he won't have any success, but we don't want him hiding money and declaring bankruptcy or moving forward with those proceedings and blah, blah, blah. Kelly, IRS. Mm-hmm. Deborah Murphy says child support comes first. Although these families, who lost children at Sandy Hook, they have other kids. So yeah, in both cases. No, so I think we're in agreement. But okay. Brian, yes, paging the IRS. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why aren't you working? Sorry. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I've read on 16 questions. It's 1:32 p.m. here in Chicago, and that is going to do it for me for today. But this has been awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yes, Linda, so it is. It's expensive to move into higher security, and they shouldn't have to. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. And it's 1:33 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel to do creative sprints. You're always welcome. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow because I'm here 365 days of the year. So you have questions, I want to read on them, as long as it's political stuff. So hang in there. Please remember, You are not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. There are. Even when it seems like there aren't. There are. All right. So take care. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.